I've been paying attention to what the European media has been saying about the United States action during the coronavirus. And if you're a European viewer, don't believe it. Donald Trump does take it seriously. The sound bites, the little clips about his self-confidence and the little things about don't worry and this and that. And all of those little sound clips and bites that they glue together are brilliantly designed to fool you into thinking the United States isn't looking at this with the highest degree of seriousness. Who isn't looking at it with the highest degree of seriousness is Sanchez, the president of Spain. Tonight at midnight, borders will be closed to non-essential traffic. Now, that's really great, but he hasn't closed the airports. So, will the airports become closed for inbound traffic? I don't know. I think probably for inbound passenger traffic, yes. For freight traffic, no, because we need medicines and food and stuff, and air traffic is very useful. But no, the airplanes, passengers, I think that 2 weeks, maybe. But the United States has taken extreme action. Now, if you are in an American airport at this very moment, you probably don't like Donald Trump very much because you're being screened out of the airport because you just came back from a European Union country or the UK. And it's going to take you a few hours, and I'm very sorry about that, but it could be a lot worse. Now, it could be a lot worse because, for example, the homeless folks here in Madrid that are comfortable on cardboard often find themselves being collected now, and they are being collected and put into shelters because of the coronavirus. Now, I think this is doubly good because, first off, it's getting a bit crazy with homeless people. And number two, maybe some of them could get some help. I don't know. It's beyond me. But what's very important is the way the media has been handling all of this. It's just shocking. You know, we've seen other pandemics, and you probably may not remember the Hong Kong flu, but I do. I was very young. I didn't read the newspapers because I was very young, but I'm sure I saw them. And the media was more honest, and they didn't exploit everything and create tidal waves in the stock market and stuff with unnecessary panic. This stuff is very contagious, and you need to follow the guidance from the CDC to help protect yourself. But that doesn't mean that you're going to get it, and most people won't, and most people that get it would recover just I suppose, okay. I honestly think most people will recover at this time. There's no evidence to show anything else. There's talk about men becoming sterile. I don't know if that's true. It happens with some diseases. Okay, so the borders in Spain will be closed. The airports will be open. I don't know if that means also for inbound passenger traffic or just leave the airports open for freight. This is yet a little unclear, as is what means going to an important job. Now, Sanchez says, if you have an important job, go to work. Now, I translated that to an essential job, but no, an important job, which is not essential. Means someone is going to live or die because you aren't going to do your job. Someone will become uncomfortable because you're not there. Okay, that's an essential job. You know, an accountant is not an essential job. What else? What's the word? Architects, design shops, sheet metal shops, all those guys, they can take a break. And they're not essential work. They can take a break. Many people can telecommute and work out of their homes and continue to do at least some work, which is excellent. But the government's guidance is really unclear, at least in my opinion. And this border thing, non-essential travel, I think that's going to be left up to each individual state or province to make sure that's taken under control, because Catalonia has been taking their own approach and they've been denouncing Madrid. And of course, this thing, they go back and forth. It's kind of like the Democrats and the Republicans on this, it's almost the same thing. And they shouldn't politicize this. And I don't like the way the media keeps blasting Trump for doing a good job, especially when you consider the number of cases in the US compared to Europe. Spain has over 3 times the cases and is smaller than Texas. Think about that, 300% the cases and more today, so that number has probably gone up, and it's smaller than Texas. So I think the guidance in the United States must be working, and a lot of people and a lot of corporations are doing even extra preventive stuff, which is great. Don't feel silly for doing something preventive. Emmanuel Macron of France says he's going to follow Spain's guidance, and I really don't know what that means. But he's going to start controlling the borders, airports, and asking people to telecommute and only go to the pharmacy and grocery store. Like I say, we can go out to the pharmacy and grocery store and to important jobs, whatever that means. And that's it. You can't walk. There's no strolls, no bicycle rides. You can't go sit in the sun on that beautiful park bench. No. In fact, you will start getting arrested and tickets and all sorts of other things. So that's happening in real time right now in Spain. And it's not totally a surprise, but on the other hand, the Spanish attitude, the Mediterranean attitude is a bit more relaxed. And I kind of wish more people would take it more seriously, more quickly. And I think the United States is doing a good job. At least statistically and everything that I see coming out of the White House, they're doing a fine job. Follow the guidance from the CDC and your local health officials. Thanks a lot for watching.